Come back for another fun episode of happiness where I stare at the screen. Let's see. There we go. Yeah, where I try and play around with new things and look like I don't know what I'm doing. So what I'm going to do is share that. I wanted to just show off. Let's flip to the side. Here we go. Look from that. My face is probably too big. So with .NET 9, they just dropped. .NET 9, they just dropped, I don't know, 2-3 days ago. Yeah, so very exciting stuff. It dropped on 12th of November, wherever you may be. I was playing around with some new stuff, and I wanted to play with one of the new controls in .NET MAUI, and I found a few annoying things, so we're going to play around with it some more, sort of create a simple sample, and then try and fix it. So I'll crank that up so that people can see it. .NET MAUI dropped, and it's obviously dropped with .NET Conf. Now this is over. However, we hop on over to the local events. There's still many more to go all around the world, so be sure to drop in at your local one, either online or somewhere else in the world. Yeah, so that was fun. I watched that. I didn't do any actual work. I should have. Almost got into trouble, but luckily I had a saving grace, so didn't get into trouble. So I'm going to open this page. So with .NET 9, there is this thing called the HybridWebView, which basically allows you to host arbitrary CSS, JSON, and HTML content in a web view. So I don't know if anyone knows the Blazor web view, which allows you to basically have a web view and you have a Blazor application inside your MAUI application. So you have a hybrid integrated native app with web UI. Well, if you don't want to write using Blazor and you just got your own React or Vue or something, you can use the HybridWebView. And I always think it's cool to have some sort of interop between two things. And as is my style, I got sort of hooked, if you will, by playing with this. So we're going to play a bit. We're going to use this page and we're going to try and just make an app and then find some limitations in HybridWebView and quickly fix it. So we're going to sort of got 2 hours tonight. So we're probably going to do 1 hour or maybe 45 minutes of finding a problem, and then the rest of the time we're going to try and fix the problems. Problems as in it doesn't do exactly what I wanted to do, so it's sort of missing a feature which I consider a feature, and we'll, I don't know, send in a PR and see what happens. So with all things, I am going to do something sort of uncool. I'm going to start a totally JavaScript app in Visual Studio. We're going to call this, I don't know, what do we call this? HybridWebView Playground. There we go. And we're going to call this in the HybridWebView. We're going to do this, I don't know, my React website. My React app. There we go. It's an app. So we're going to use React because I happen to be playing with that. So I know the most about that. Not saying I know anything, but I know the most in the inverted commas. And I believe that's it. So when I was playing before, I was just using a folder structure with VS Code and then command line and hitting the VS Code things. But for this one, all that's really different is it's got this magical, if I zoom in, everything's lost control. If I zoom in to this one, properties. This is one of these. Okay, that's not quite what I wanted, but let's just go to view any folder. It is an ES proj. ES stands probably for all these ES here. I don't actually know what ES stands for. Is there any hint? No idea. But yes, I don't quite know anything about how it all works, but I do know how to get things to do what I want. So we're going to play with that. So basically, it appears if I open the package JSON, this is a React app that's using Vite, and I don't actually know what Vita is. I'm going to Google that. I was using Next.js. And let's have a look and see. React. So we're going to try and just learn. Vita is a bit of dev command, features, performance, modern websites. Okay. Let's make that a bit bigger. Vite. Okay. Dev server, ES modules, browser support. Okay, trying Vite, whatever. So it doesn't really matter. We are not going to be spending all our time, or we probably are, but we're going to try not to spend all our time. There appears to be some sort of VS Code that I think Visual Studio actually uses. I noticed when I was playing around before, the contents of this file represents the drop down. So I don't know why it's in the VS Code. It's not in the normal properties, but no, who knows? Maybe that's the way things work. We've got some sort of page going on here, and this is how Visual Studio create a project. Create Vite. Vite init, yes. React, template React, yes. Vite config, create a new project file, create a launch JSON, add a project to the solution, write this file. Okay. Information. Don't actually know what's going on. There's some config for ESLint, which we don't care about because we're not going to be using that here. With all the dependencies. There appears to be dev, there's a TSC Vite build, lint, and Vite preview. What should preview is? Don't have a preview option there, so we'll hope and trust. Can we wrap this? Nah, blah 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 blah. Replace expanding. React. Okay. Some stuff. Here's TS config. There appears to be a double config underneath. We've got node, an app. I'll be honest, I don't know why there's two. Scary. This is stuff. All right. Okay, so I don't quite know what's going on there, but let's hope. We've got our app CSS. There appears to be some sort of global CSS, and we've got app TSX. Maybe I just need to restore npm. Maybe that's that. Can I? Let's just do build by reactor. Let's just build it, right? Probably gonna have to, restoring dependencies. Okay, well that this works. This appears to be some sort of React content div h1 div card index.css main. quite know what happened there. The internet exploded, but it came back, so that was exciting. Obviously, maybe I I broke it with Node. Um, all those npm packages restoring. But okay, so if I understand this page, it's going to basically replace the content of here, and it's going to be some sort of logo system, a title, and then some content. All right. And of course, there's some inline. Oh, okay, cool. So it's basically that. Now, I have no idea anything about anything. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to see, oh, people looking for funding. Looks like it's done. Oh, dependencies are happy. Not. Let's close everything. Close all tabs. And let's just run it. Let's just see. I don't know what's going on. It's all new. There we go. That looks nice. Oh, oh, oh. Okay. There's a swirly manuli. And okay, there we go. We got an amazing app. All right. So maybe let's set up. You know what? Let's try get this into the hybrid web app and then try something. This looks like a cool page to learn more. React. Look at this cool effects. Uh, maybe we make it so we store that count in system preferences, right? And then we can add more buttons and stuff. So for now, we've got this count button, and we're going to store it in the app, right? We want to make a native app, and it's going to store this. So let's close this. Let's close that. Yes, we're going to terminate all of that. Okay. So we got our React app. There we go. Whew. Didn't have to do too much. It works. Interesting. I want to check how they did that, the glowingness, just for funsies. Drop shadow. Okay. Okay. There's some spinning. No preference linears. If someone. Okay. Oh, cool. Media with no preferences. I remember back in the day when none of those fancy stuff existed, and you had to do JavaScript, and before that, you had marquee. So let's do a Microsoft MAUI app, a .NET MAUI app, Microsoft, and I'm just going to check what the structure is here. Playground, we've got my React app, and we've got our solution here. Okay, I'm actually just going to quickly close this, close that, and I want to cut that and just paste it in here. There we go. So my React app, and we're going to do this, hybrid web view playground. Okay. All right. So I just want to reduce the depth of the folder structure. None of that is needed. And just make sure everything is still going back on the tube, because the internet did choke. Let's see. There we go. Let's see. Hello. There we go. All right. Okay. So to make things nice, we can expand that. We're going to right click here and add a new project. And we're going to wait for it. And we do .NET MAUI app, and we're going to call this my MAUI app. Here we go. Look at that. What a coincidence. I named it. Didn't plan on that, but .NET 9. Yeah, and we don't want the sample content. We just want a blank app, because sample content is for those who want samples. I actually want to check after I ran out. I want to check the build again, because what we need to do is take the output of the React app and put it into the MAUI app. So let's wait for that to load. I recall there was a dest thing over here, an output folder, and I looked at package.json. Go right. So if I was to just rebuild this, let's just see. Rebuild all restore. It's just not. Let's see. That's launching the dev. Okay. I don't see. build command in the dist. So it's going to go there. Can I? Is there something there? There is no dist folder. Build command. npm run. Not sure why that wouldn't be there. Run build. That. Save that. Let's see. Run build. Start command. Yeah, interesting why they don't have that. Deploy. Build. So if I run build again, let's quickly check that build. Should be a whole bunch of stuff. Popped out. npm run build. That was, make sure there's npm run dev build. Alright, now try rebuild. Maybe the fact that I have a Maui app in here suddenly broken things. Unload project. Alright. Rebuild. No. Tell you what. For this sort of thing, I'm just going to go and do it with the command line. Not quite sure why build's not working. But oh, whatever, it's over there. I was hoping for a more exciting one. Can I scale this up? No. Well, let's just type in here npm run build. Okay, there we go. It's doing what we want. There should be, there we go, our dist. Is that it? Modules transform. So in the dist folder, there should be assets, index, div root. Okay, bunch of JS. And I suppose we only need one page. So we've got our bunch of, whoops, the whole thing's frozen. And then, of course, our entire JSON JavaScript in a single line. And of course, we've got our CSS. Well, let's just do that. Let's just not get distracted by making a fully featured app right off the get-go. So there we go. We've got our React app. We can fiddle with that later. And what I want to do, because this app is going to be a hybrid app, we're not going to use the shell, because the shell is basically an app navigation structure thing, when what we actually want to do is make the full app in React, and we just want to interact with the native one. So we're going to delete shell. Shell's gone in the main page. Let's just make this easier to see later. Go. Okay, we've got our XAML. For those who love XAML, make it 160 again. Okay, we've done the build, so we can get rid of that. Main page. You know what? Let's just do main page. All right. Every time we get a new window, we want to return a main page. And you know what? Let me just get rid of those depth. And of course, the same for there we go, just to make life a little bit easier. So currently, let's run. Set this as a startup project. Set a startup project, which you can't see. Face. Let me make my face a bit smaller. There we go. All right, so let me run the Windows build. So let me just share what I've got here so far. So I've created a Maui app and I've deleted the app shell. So we just got app and main page, because everything's going to be done in the main page, and the navigation and the content and all that sort of stuff is actually going to be this app, which the code lives here in the source. And of course, when we ran the build on the command line at the bottom, it's compiled to a compiled app. So exciting stuff. And of course, let me zoom out of there. Oh, I've lost my solution. Oh, we don't need a solution explorer button. There we go. Look at that awesome Hello World app. And of course, with all our goodies over here, there's our button. Okay. And make sure I click me. Yay. All right. So hot reload is working. Zoom in there. Woohoo. All right. So let's close that. So now we've got our Maui app running. Now we want to get our content into there. So what I'm going to do is the way hybrid works. So actually, I'm just going to make a new item group here for myself. And we're going to do a MAUI asset. And we're going to do include. And we need to have the logical. No, we don't do that. I wasn't going to copy that. Include, and we're going to do link, right? We want link to go in the www root / cursor directory, but what we want to include, believe, if I'm to look at the hybrid, we're going to go from a MAUI app, which is here, we're going to go up one level, my React app, and then into dist. So if I'm to do that, and you go up one level, my React app, dist / ***. Right, let's see. There we go. Our root has appeared with our assets, which matches the dist folder. Yay! We are basically done. So zoom in there. My this folder has dist assets with 3 assets plus 2 files, and of course if we go in here, 3 assets, 2 files. So I've just linked. Make this on a new line so you can see it. I've linked contents from the output of the JavaScript app into the www root folder over here in my MAUI app. So that should just do absolutely nothing. Believe that is all. If I go to here and I just delete everything, I'm going to do a MAUI HybridWebView, and I believe I can just do that. Just the fact of having there the defaults, which let's put it in here for root, hybrid root, 123 root, and default file, default index.html, right? There we go. So if we run this now, should all be there, and that's it basically. What I do want to do for later, obviously I just deleted everything, so again, reloading, we're waiting, anticipation. There we go. So this is our cool little native app, and right now we don't have a nice title. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this, and I'm just going to quickly, we don't have that magic. So what I'm actually going to do, just to make life a tiny bit easier, stop that. There we go. We had our web app. I didn't get too excited. Add a new item, and we're going to do MAUI window, and we're going to do main window. Oops. Main window. All right. So we're going to call this React Retear plus React Vit. I don't know why I'm saying it weirdly, but whatever. We're just going to do new main window, and our main window main page. There we go. And the reason we want that is because we're going to do some cool stuff. I wanted to change the title instead of trying to deal with, doing it right. I'm just going to put it there, and that's obviously failing for some reason. Okay. So just run that again. There we go. Look at that nice title. And just to stop the shock, if you will, let's quickly go into our CSS here and just find out what the background was. We're looking for CSS. root light dark background color is that, right? Let's just quickly hop on over to our main window, and we're going to do background, no, what? Main page. If I was to hide this, let's just make this a bit smaller so it shows up much better in our, yeah. If I go here and I quickly hide this, let's do visible is false. Oh, I've got my dark theme on. There's the background color. And I bet you, if I cut this quickly, X, fine, put it back, it's going to flash white. No. There we go, it's what, flash white. Sort of. There we go. Let's see if I was to quickly copy that. Now I just gave that a background of that color. I cut that. And paste. It's still there. Alright, well that's the way it is. So we'll just live with that. There, Control S, the full page is reloaded. And of course, if we want to get to press F12, nothing works, but we can still click. So if you want to debug this, there's a nice little thing you can do. You can do builder.debug, no, services.debug at HybridWebView developer tools. There we go. Cool. So we run it now, and we're going to use it in a second to just try and figure out when we make mistakes, because we certainly are going to be doing a lot of that. So that, to debug why it's taking so long. I know it's because there we go. All right. Do I like still have it hidden or something? Where's main page? No? Can I cut that and paste it in? Actually, we don't have anything in the whole one UI. This must be that issue. And people were saying it doesn't actually render. Ah, there we go. Sometimes it happens. I don't understand. Never ever found out why. It just refuses to load anything. None of the UI. I haven't been able to reproduce it on a pure One UI app. Not that I've attempted to do it, but I think it only happens in debugging. Just restart and it happens like 3% of the time. Let's go with that. There's a cool app, and what I want to do now is if I select there, or I can do inspect, or we can press F12, and there we go. We've got our dev tools. So we can use this now to inspect all the exciting stuff. And of course, this is how you can do it. You've got your terminal. You can do alert, hello. Obviously, it doesn't look so great, but this is just basically a web browser in your app. So that's exciting. Now we want to do something. So the first thing we want to do is we saw that counting button. Every time we restart the app, the count starts at 0. We don't like that. Just keep it real small. So I can just press the up arrow and can run build. Okay. So I don't quite know why the build doesn't work. I'll figure that out later. Make it a tiny bit smaller. Let's see, can we go up? Don't really care about anything except the fact that it's going to tell us that it's done. There we go. Hopefully there's no errors. Let's make it show 2 rows. Just 2. Let's see. Okay, so we can check to see if any problems happen. So now we're going to go into our full-on hardcore JavaScript mode. So I'm going to fiddle in these now. So just those files, obviously the errors have gone, so yay. But if we look over here, we've got the set count, and that's basically just using the state. Now, for best interaction, what we probably want to do is just sort of make, what is this one in Vit client? Just to add, let's add a new item, and we want to add a TypeScript file, and we're going to call this, I don't know, counter. Storage. Let's go with that. Counter storage, right? We can store the count in there. Maybe we have 2 buttons, we have multiple counters. Who knows? We could go crazy. Is our counter storage console.log hello world. So what we're going to do here is actually maybe create a class. Can we do a public class? That's not a thing. It's TypeScript class, and we're going to do counter storage. And in that class, we're going to do done. Should this be public? I don't know. Is it default public? Let's quickly check that. No, not that one. We want infinity scaling. We're going to do TypeScript class method or functions. Let's see. Someone's asked a question. Is public method with public 3 times availability is public? Okay, public by default. Well, let's take it off so we can be cool. There we go. We've got our public, and of course, I don't actually know how this lives in the app. So if we go here and we're going to go to dist, see what pops up. One error. One error. Cleared but never used. Window.counter storage. Yeah. Basically, I'm trying to expose this class to the world and not get it packed into a module. How did I do this? I have no idea what I'm doing. Window, and then we're going to do Windows declared, but its value is never read. Clear namespace. I'm going to have to use AI to help me. Okay. It's amazing. So if I go over here, I should be able to do count. Oh, I'm never importing it, so it's going to be gone forever. Okay, so we want to use this counter, and what we're going to okay, let's see what happens. So in my app, import storage, import okay. I might want to do a const counter storage. Probably need to export something, all right? declare default. Yes, default. Export. No. Oh, declare export default. Something like that. Export assignment cannot have modifiers. Export default. Yeah. Oof. Yeah. And there we go. Leave something like that. There we go. Right. You get that instance and maybe okay. I think what we do, and then we want to update the count. We want to do we use effect. Okay. And then just do that. And of course, what we want to do is count, right? So when the count changes, we're going to do storage dot. Let's do that. Right, we're not incrementing the count. We're going to do get count, and we do set count, and we're going to do number. There we go. Count is equal to number. Oops, no. New count. There we go. And we want to do get count, set count. Okay, new, no, we can, there we go. All right. Don't need that, right? So let's move that. I think I'm going to need that later on. I don't know why I typed that. Set count. And we're going to do count. Perfect. Okay. That might have been from use state. Use effect. There we go. I think that's what I wanted. There we go. Features completion. So every time the counter updates, we're going to store that in there. Now that doesn't help us at all, so we're going to do obviously here. Then what we want to do is say got a counter storage, and we're going to do, well, okay, it's just going to store it in here. Now we need to save this somewhere. Now, for now, let's just save it directly in here and do, I think, local storage from local storage. Is that, let's see, huh? Can I just do window.local storage? Is that a thing? Local storage dot, okay. Set item count, oh no, that quickly set item, and we're going to put in there this dot count. You know what? JSON, oops, JSON dot stringify, because we never know what we're going to put in there. Let's just do a JSON string. Count, count. There you go. Let's see. So theoretically, I did that all wrong. We're going to stop that because that's not what we want. We want to just run the React app first. So start our project. Let's run that app. And let's see. Let's just make the React app. Let's pretend we're web developers now. We wanted to make an app that does something really cool. And open dev tools. Let's crank it up. There we go. We've got a cool app. And what we want to check here is storage. No, local storage. There we go. Our count is 0. We tick it in. Oh, look at that. Our count is going up. There we go. So theoretically, you refresh, it's going to be 0 because we didn't actually retrieve it. So let's open our, what do we want to do? We want to close this, and let's close the Maui app for now. In our app, we want to also, on startup, is storage.getCount. There we go. So we start the app, we're going to remember we're 0. Count, 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 hit refresh, 0. It did not hot reload. Let's see what that says. 0. Okay, it's 4. Oh, very important. I'm saving, but I'm never ever getting. So in the constructor, we want to do is get item. So this dot count is equal to get item. Oh no. Can we do IntelliJ thing? No, clinic closing. There we go. So new count. Let's call this stored count, and we're going to do JSON dot parse. We're going to do const new old count. Yeah, and old count. Now we're going to do hang on now. Okay. Oh yes. So if this is now if then unequal to if there is a count. Oh no, this is if it's not returned from a constructor, it's going to cause problems for us later. Actually, you're going to forget. Okay, read it. If there is something there, then we want to parse it. Right now, it's going to parse to be some sort of any. Now we know we saved, so let's just create us a nice little helper here, and we're going to do a class and then do count stored count. There we go. And this one's going to have int count. No, look at that. C sharp here. Number. Is this public? No. What is this? Why is it squiggling? Definitely not something. 0. Okay. Cool things. Here we go. So when we save it, we're going to do const count is equal to, so if we know, oh goodness news, and we're going to make sure it all works. So count is equal to this dot count. There we go. Oh, no, there we go, comma, right? So after we save it, then we want to create this one, and then we're going to stringify that. Okay. Then when we de-stringify, is this generic? Can I do that? That's not a thing, right? I believe I can do that. Right. Yes. So let's call this JSON count. There we go. If it was JSON count, there we go. And we just do stored count, and of course stored count dot count. There we go. Okay. Cool. Hardcore. So there we go. 6. Refresh. There we go. Remembers our numbers. Look at that. Sweet. And there's our cool object. Okay. We've done amazing things. Okay. Let's test this in a Maui app. So I need to build done. First a startup project and run it. There we go. Count is 0. Oh, oh, oh. I accidentally clicked on something. And we count, 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 count. And we check our local storage. Oh, where did he go? We should be able to go to our application. We go to local storage. And there we go. Look at that. Our count is there. So if we quit our app, shut that down. Back. All right, so that obviously works because this is just a browser. But the trick is that is just browser state. So if I was to install it on an app, on a device, and then uninstall it and then reinstall it, I wouldn't have that count because it's not backed up. So how do we back this bad boy up? Well, I think I might have to fix the bug next time. Maybe I'll do another stream later. After this, after I've done some work. Okay, so we're loading this. This is amazing. It's amazing, amazing. So now we want to do is some way for this React app to communicate with the native app and get hooked into the backup system. So how do we even speak to the system? Well, the way you get started with that is we're going to need to head over here, HybridWebView. I believe this is the JavaScript that we need to use. Yeah, we just blanket copy this from the good old world. And now what we're going to do here is actually we're going to have to go to our file system because the IDE does not like us to do certain scary things. So let's do add a new folder, and we're going to do www.root, and of course in there we're going to do add new text document, and let's do HybridWebView.js. It's JS for now. One day we'll get a TS. It's going to be one of my PRs just to make this TypeScript. All right. And let's just format this now. Maybe. There we go. All right. So there's our JavaScript. That's there. That does nothing. It's going to be in the app, but it's never actually going to run. So there's a couple of ways we can do it. We can sort of tell it to load. I think for example, let's just do it the one way, and then JavaScript to load to add a new JS file to HTML. I think. Let's see what the AI gives me. I just want to run one little line of scary code. No dogless in my HTML. No, can I continue the chat? Here we go. How can I dynamically add a script at a later point? There we go. Come on. There we go. So, body and the head. It's that. So, in our main page, let's give this a name. Let's see what events we got in here. We want to wait for the page to be loaded. Evaluate JavaScript. Invoke JavaScript. Send raw message. Okay. So we don't have a. What we can do though is just give this a name and hybrid host. There we go. And actually we want to do it and then do handler. I think is it loaded? And it changed. hybrid root handler changed, right? So what happens is when we've got a handler is sort of the controlling infrastructure for, oh, we've got the view on the screen when the platform view is created. Then we're going to do hybrid web host dot evaluate JavaScript. Let's see what that happens, right? Look at that intense stuff. Let's run that. Let's see. So this theoretically should find the element ID root and change. I don't even know, how does it know how to do this? How does it know root? Is that a thing? Is the root going to be replaced? We will find out. Dum dum dum. It failed, right? Let's just check and see. What's that? There should be some JavaScript errors. No. Here's the root. Okay. So we have no events to know when it is ready. I mean, technically, I wonder if I do like await task.delay, and let's just make it 5 seconds, right? Let's go with that. Let's see if there were any exceptions to that. So this is not how you should do it, because who knows how long it'll take. I'm going to try and load the JavaScript. There we go. Okay, so JavaScript interrupt is working. What we're going to do is I'm going to stop that. What was this tooltip? That was hovered over that. And okay, so instead of trying to be fancy, I know I'm making a hybrid app. So in my index, no, in my HTML, here's straight there. I am just going to type, oh, lost control. There we go. What did they say in over here? We just want to do the script source. There we go. So before anything, we actually want to put in an ed. I think it doesn't matter, right? So I just put that. Let's put that right here, the bottom. There we go. And we want to load the hybrid web view. Now this is going to cause errors in the web browser. So if I was to div, there we go. We are going to get a 404 every time. However, I'll fix that later on. Let's cancel that. Okay, so we've got a hybrid web view. We want to run the build now. Then this is going to load into our app. We're probably going to have some sort of check to see, oh, maybe we can, set something somehow and say, oh, we're loading in a hybrid mode. Let's load this thing. Now, the reason this is cool and we want to do that is this is going to be the functions that we're going to use to communicate back and forth. So as long as this somehow exists in our application, we are good to go. All right, there we go. And I need to check here. Oh, hybrid web view. Why doesn't that appear? Oh, very important. I never included it in my app. And then I do insert. I need to go root /*. There we go. Important to make sure your JavaScript is in the app. You have a sip of water. not what I wanted, but I should be able to go here and go hybrid and HybridWebView. There we go. All right. So our hybrid, can we do count? Let's see, counter store is not there because it's all moduled up and it's doing all cool module things. But we'll fix that in a second. So let's get rid of all of this craziness. That did not work. All right, so we've got a hybrid host. That's amazing. So I want to first look at when I do the counting, instead of storing it in local storage, I want to store it, on the device. So we're going to minimize that because there's nothing we can do here. We don't do anything here. Or we might. So first things first, let's look at our counter storage. So this is loading directly into local storage. So maybe I can do class local storage, local counter storage, right? And this will be a static. That's not a thing. So we do static get count, and this is going to be just that, right? Relation stored count 0. Okay, and then is your static set count. Boom, there we go. Okay, that's a stored count. There we go. That's amazing. So what we want to do now is say, hey, what is this thing we're going to use? So we can obviously just use this dot count is equal to that one dot get count, right? And to set count will be dot set count new count, right? We could do this, however, there's no way for us to intercept this. So what we want to do is make a pluggable counting machine. So if we've got this counter storage, what we're going to do is we got the current instance, but maybe we have a static. Let's see, what is the order of operations here? The page is going to load and it's going to render everything. Ah, yes, so we can get in on the action, or we can't, because it's all modules, right? We can't intercept ourselves. So we need a way to say, hey, call me instead. So if we look at the way the page is loading, it's going to load, let's say top down. It's going to load the JS, hopefully, first. Then it's going to load this TypeScript main, which is going to load all the modules and stuff. So in that order, HybridWebView is loading first, then the main, which is going to launch, basically load the app, and the app is going to say, okay, cool, I need the counter storage. So we need to be set up, basically, ready to go. Where are we ready to go? We need to be ready to go, basically, early on. So what we're going to need to do is say, where are we? Here we go. We're going to HybridWebView, make sure that's always the first because we need to get in on there. And then let's just do this Maui app, right? We're going to have a Maui app.js. This is also going to fail to load, but again, we'll fix it. I don't need this like a thing to do, like fail on, yeah, allow up, no, optional. Okay, so this Maui.js is going to be here. So I'm going to copy that and and do add new item. Let's do TypeScript. There we go, the TypeScript file. And we're going to call this Maui app. Now, TypeScript is not something that's loaded by the browser. I just need to quickly add project reference, and we get no in our properties, and we do manage configure packages. And I know there's one called TypeScript. So we install the TypeScript compiler into our MAUI app, which is pretty cool. Well, not into the app, it's a build time thing, but technically it's into our app. And it's right, let's just do it. Let's hope the RC is safe. Reply. Accept. Alright. Save all. Save everything. So if I go here, I do console.log. Hello there. Okay, reload our projects. Things have gotten silent. There's a little warning there. Let's try that again. Oh, I saw something there. What I do is I'm going to actually roll back the RC. I wonder if there's like, I know I was using RCs. I wasn't using the RC, so let's install it quickly. Let's just pick a stable version. Maybe that will work. TypeScript, there we go. And let's pop on over to, there we go. Don't know what the science of life means. May have to create a config file. I think I remember things. Let's see. Still going, right? There we go. Okay. Yeah. Hello there. And save that. Okay. Let's copy T. I can't do it. Okay, let's do a new TS config here. Add new item. And we're going to do TS config. Failed. JSON, eh? Right, that's what it is. It's just a JSON file. The type JavaScript, TypeScript JSON configuration file, TS config. Yeah, that's what I want. There we go. Pop that in there. And okay. Now, this is not designed for what we want. So what I'm actually going to do is head on over to here. Right? We don't want to process everything in there. We just want to do. Let's call this MAUI app. There we go. Put everything into MAUI app. There we go. Okay. So we want to exclude. We don't exclude that. We would do. And we do include MAUI app /**.ts. I wonder if that works. And I do know there was a problem before. Let's remove that because that's not cool. You have to manually add a config file, include was tsconfig.json. Leave as config file. So if I go over here and do this, run the build. Let's see. Might have to do some build logging to see exactly. I wonder if I'm specifically excluding root. Um, Actually, wait a second. We don't need any of this. We want to only include the Maui root. There we go. Okay. Let's cancel that. Undo everything. Whoa. Let's close all the live. Here we go. Our Maui app. There's our Maui TS. So if we go in here, hello world. Save that. This should now be hello world. No. I'm going to unload, close solution, and reload for the magical saving stuff to go. Here we go. Right. Hello world. Let's put that side by side and watch magic hopefully happen. Hello there world. Let's just quickly check. Unless I have to do one build, I can't remember now. If I have to do one build, we start up the TS compiler. It doesn't do it automatically. There we go. It choked and died. The world. It doesn't matter, right? Whether it works automatically or not. It's sad that it's not. I have to figure that out. Oh, maybe that's a warning. Being used by another process. But the mapping files, I think I saw source map false. Well, actually, why? Why isn't that .map file there? This build log is enabled. Let's clear it. And if I hit that run, let's figure out why. Right, that should be the new one now. Hello. There, hello world. Okay. So if I load this app, we should see hello world in the console. Oh, we're not loading our Maui app. So we need to go back here quickly into our index, and we can't do that. We need to do, we're just going to do this Maui app slash, there we go, at the root slash Maui app. So if I was to now run a build, oh, my machine's broken. npm build. Can't be found, but that's okay. We'll figure it out. Can't be bundled without a module. It's just a warning and we don't care. All right, so there we go. We have a little bit of TypeScript. We need to figure out a way to inject these in a hybrid scenario. I wonder if we could have some pre-JavaScript here that could somehow detect. I wonder if, like, when you're loading it via HybridWebView, there should be some variables that will be set. But, you know, we'll figure that in a second. Well, not in a second. Next time. Later. There you go. Hello world. Yay! And I should have HybridWebView still there. So HybridWebView is loaded and hello world from my Maui app. So that's all in the Maui app. So if I was to do, wait for that to shut down. Let's just press the button. If I go into here and I do build dev, we should get two errors saying these two files are not loaded and we should not have console logging in our browser. That. Wait for that. There we go. It's launched. Let's clear cache and hard refresh. There we go. We've got two annoying errors, but that's just errors, and we can fix that later. That is, and no hello world in there. So amazing. Let's stop the build. But actually, I don't need to stop. I do need to stop it because I need to do the building. All right. So if you look at our TS storage, we have, you know, can we refactor this into a new file? Doesn't IntelliSense do it? paste it is local counter storage. And then let's create a new folder here called, I don't know, counters. Okay, then in there, let's move it all. Woohoo! Over here, right, this is local counter storage, and this one is just going to have that. So there's a count. This is what we use. This is the special type used in specifically this counter storage. In counter storage, we're going to do import counts. Local counter storage for IntelliSense. Look at that. I like it when I think I'm supposed to use case and pause. There we go. So this particular one imports local storage just because we're using it. I don't know if it works like that. Then the app is going to be updated to be counter/counter storage. Let's try that out. Let's run that dev and let's see. Oh, everything's exploded. There we go. We're up and running. Oh, source counters local storage does not provide. Yes. Local counter storage. We're going to do a default export local counter storage. That's what we want, right? We don't want stored count, but there we go. We should refresh this now. It should be working. Oh my goodness. Ah, no. Default export. There we go. We're counting. And if we were to go into our application and go to local storage, we should see this cool 4 over there. There we go. Cool. Refresh. We should see our 4 here. There we go. All right. Amazing. So, what have we done? If I can remember. This is the magical thing that just exists to get and set a count into local storage. We have our counter storage, or this is the cool thing that our app is going to use, and right now the back end is getting and setting the local. We're going to fix that so that we can have a more dynamic one, but over here we load the counter storage. Okay, so let's just say this is an app that we're going to ship. We don't want to change this app. We don't want to have to change this app. If we do, we do, but if we don't need to, we would prefer to avoid it. So what is the difference? In our hybrid app, we actually want to replace this with our own one. But over here, we're currently loading a local storage and we're using it. So maybe what we're going to need to do is have some sort of local counter storage. Okay. Can we do interface counter storage interface? Oof. Pretty sure I just got stabbed in the eyes. Back end. There we go. Implementation. Background storage implementation. Okay. So let's quickly say it's going to have to be static and right. Is it commas? Is it semicolons? Does it matter? And I think something like that. I feel like it's tingling in my bones. Oh, there may be errors over there. Oh, I can just no. Okay. All right. Let's go have a look. Good thing we got this. Default export. Oh, that was happiness. That's what it means. And it's got 2s and 3s. It's not 2s and 3s errors. It's good. It's somehow a magical world. Okay. I suppose I'm not really doing anything profound. Can I extract this to a cool new file? Come on, IntelliSense. I think I'm going to have to go hardcore on this and just say, local counter storage, duplicate that quickly, and just do counter storage implementation. There we go. So let's cut that. then local storage. This is going to do import I feel like none of the IntelliSense is working out. At this point, it's not really helping me, right? IntelliSense has collapsed. So what I'm actually going to do is just open this File Explorer and just switch to VS Code. I'm pretty sure to have a far better experience. VS Code. Definitely VS Code is far more exciting on things that work with the web. Who knows? Focus terminal. Maybe I'm doing it wrong. I did cancel that there. Okay, and we can just use VS to do the building. Well, it didn't even build an IDE, so at this point it's quite easy just to work in here. So, can I just press run? Now what? npm run there. There we go. Let's forget the debugger. Then, fingers crossed that if I was to go into here, the IntelliSense, and I wonder, will I get into, oh, there, look at that. That's what I like. Oh, port is already in use. Okay. This is still running somehow. It is. I thought I cancelled it. How to get, no, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter at all. It's the same one. I don't quite know what's happening with that. All right. We've got our annoying warnings, but that's it. And let's just go back to storage just to make sure that it always, there we go, accounted for. Okay. No, don't be distracted. Oh, flashing thousands of files here. What is this? Hover over here. What does it say? It's missing the following properties: count, storage, get count, and set count. Ah, yes. We're making this an interface. Lost my cursor. There we go. Okay. Export local count to storage. There we go. The errors have gone. I can save this. And of course, we get over here and we can't have static. I don't know why my cursor keeps disappearing. Everything's just gone sideways. There we go. All right. So, happiness. Look at all those annoying. Didn't give me a warning. Maybe it's TypeScript. Typically, it's allowed in JavaScript, but not in TypeScript. Who knows? Refresh the page. Should load with 4. Fingers crossed. No, it's not going to work. Oof. I need to get those tabs right. Because this is, oh, lost. Why does my cursor keep disappearing? Is it just my eyes? No, it definitely is disappearing. Oh, we just have to live with it. Counter storage. Ooh, it's gonna be rough, man. So the local counter storage, this is now interface, a new one. So we're gonna do, let's just do this. Private const, no, private backend is counter improve. Let's do that. There we go. What is this? Keep losing my cursor, so one doesn't work. There we go. All right. So when we create, yeah. Oh, okay. Get process, and we're just gonna do node. Node's gonna die. Reload window. Let's see. Let's see if this works. Can I save it now? No. Just overwrite. Save now, space. There we go. Ooh, that was intense. Intense development. So let's open that. Yeah. This work? I don't know why. Everything has collapsed around me. Just load my content. Okay. Count to 0. Tick, 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 tick. Refresh. 4. There we go. In fact, oh, there it is. Now they're all loading. But it's too late. Got my page. Oh, I need to close VS. It's Copilot is connected. That's nice. Not really helpful. Okay, so my counter storage, this is the thing that the app uses. This one has a particular implementation, and in this case, I'm just doing local storage. Now, I want my hybrid app to basically intercept this creation, right? So we could do some complicated stuff, or we could make sure that counter storage dot create an instance and a counter. So how do we want to expose this? That, right? So in our constructor, holy mackerel, what is happening? It's chaos, man. There we go. So at this point, we want to do some sort of back-end obtination. Now, what do we have? What do we know that's happening? Now index is loaded. That is the only point we can inject something, right? Anything after, outside the head, anything after these two files, right? That's when React was taken over and is doing its stuff. And we don't know if everything is ready. So what we want to do actually is inject, at this point in the MAUI app, we're going to make our MAUI app.json, the JavaScript, tell the rest of my React what it wants. So I'm basically going to go over to my MAUI app, and I'm going to put in here, not that, not TS, and I'm going to say over here, hello, and we're going to go here to do our React to use the hybrid counter store, the MAUI counter store. There we go. Let's see. Doesn't tell us sense. Okay. So what do we have access to? We have access to, well, React hasn't loaded yet. None of the modules are loaded. None of the types are available. So we can't use that. However, we do have the, suppose we have the window object, the document. Okay, we can do something like, document, let's do window dot, what do we do here? You can do a cool function, like, for example, get implementation is equal to, oops, right? Let's just say we define a function. Can I do that? We define this function, and this one, in which case our one, we're going to do return new MAUI counter storage. Okay, and let's do class MAUI Oh, there we go. Let's use underscores because that's cool. All right, just this for now. So Maui's in the sun to forget. Right. TypeScript is not loading. There is no warnings. There's no errors. There's no output. Is there a TypeScript over here? Whatsoever. Yeah. Just run code. See if we can compile the errors. Code failed. Counter story interface doesn't have a window type. Okay. So let's make a new folder called add new folder, and we're going to call this types. We now need to declare sort of things. TypeScript, and this one is going to be declarations. Let's just do this app.d.ts. There we go. Done it. Given key was not present in the dictionary. Very, very scary, whatever that meant. There we go. Actually, I don't know why that was removed. That was crazy, right? I added it and that was removed. Okay. I think this is what I wanted to do over here. So instead of doing whatever I was doing over here, first off, I think we wanted to copy that into Maui and storage, right? This is not available to us. The only thing that's available to us is this, right? Which is we want to implement. So we can do interface, and also what we want to do is, what did I want to do? Yes, that is that error we got over here about the window, if we recall back on the old days. So we need to also over here, and we need to do declare space window. I don't know if this is the right way to do things, but this makes it work. Declare var, that one is that. So we're saying, hey, this is a thing, and we're saying window is now going to have this function on it, or is it? I think actually what I want to do is do that function. I don't know the other word, function stat, right? I want to make a function on window called this that is basically a generic or not a thingy, a no parameter that returns that. So fingers crossed that this should now build. I just declared it and it works. However, I do believe, oh, there was something running in the background. Oh, I have like so many different things running. Okay, that's still running. Probably going to need build failed. Here we go. Duplicate definition window. Does not exist in type window. Duplicate identifier window. Here we go. That it? Ugh, I need to learn this stuff. Um, think if I recall it's this. Let's try that again. Maybe that was causing it to choke. Probably not. Maybe I don't declare. I just do namespace. Maybe. And maybe declaring is for the week. Export. There. Global. And then we do window. Like this point. And where's this? Where's this? This is where I think it's still wrong because Copilot, let's ask the Copilot. I am creating a .d.ts file and I want to declare that there is a custom function on the window object. How do I do that? Let's see. Interface window, declare var window. See, this doesn't work. Where does it say you got a duplicate window? Let's try it. Let's try it. Oh, fine. Copy. Oh, I have to take a quick pause. I've lost control of this entire machine. Okay, let me just quickly take a quick pause. Just a second, folks. We have moved the baby without waking said baby. We succeeded. So type Maui counter storage. Assignable to type. Oh, okay. Oh, I've lost control of my computer. Function and can we finally get a success? This is where I am going to need, intense training. Maui counter storage. Oh my goodness, Matthew. There we go. Counter storage implementation. Now, I don't know if that's a case of no IntelliSense or yes, there we go. What is counter storage implementation? Get count, set count. Okay. Get count, set count. I don't know what I was thinking. Let's just get rid of this public. Get count, turn a number. This is the counter, set count. New count number and counter. Go. Yeah, fingers crossed. Okay. Maybe I was right all along. Getting closer. It's exploding less. Yay. Oh. So now we run this, we should be able to do window.get, no, get, I didn't actually set it, Matthew. So in here, I have declared interface. This is the interface we're working with. This is copied from add the define where to put. Actually, this is also going to need to go in here, right? Or will it? Yeah, because what I want to do is say, hey, before I new up account storage implementation, I want to do if where like that, right? This dot impl equal to let's just keep window in there. Else right? Now, if I do that, save that, this is now going to explode here. Will it? Or where was I running it? Here we go. No errors. It's just totally happy. Look at that. This has errors now. I mean, right? Because window doesn't exist. We'll go over here and say, hey, there we go. Save that. Let's just do this. Lint. Oh, everything's exploded. My goodness. Golly Wally. Something went wrong. Oof. Okay. There we go. Modules, bro. No. Right? Service export. Oh, we need to copy this. There we go. What do I do? I'm no idea what I'm doing. Oof. Shocking. Of course it's going to fail. maybe I need to actually also quickly, maybe, who knows, right? This works. Okay, copy this. This is hardcore. Who knows how to do counters.d.ts. Pop that in there, right? Current storage, we're going to say, oh, there. That. Copy that into types. Okay. Yes, move. And then we'll copy relative path. Okay. So let's run the build again before we do anything fancy. Let's just try and get this to work. All I want to do is say I can do that. Okay. No errors happened. Very, very cool so far. Copied from, and that's not correct, but whatever, copy that. There we go. I'm going to declare that, and of course we're going to do copy full path, and we're going to copy from my React. There we go. All right. So must be kept in. No, what am I doing, Matthew? I can totally delete that. Go over here and also delete that my app. So here we go, and we're going to copy from my reactor source slash type star type types star d dot ts, right? And this is going to go into hybrid root now. Then yeah, okay. Copy it. This for now, right? I have to do all sorts of magic on this, and everything is crashed. Reload projects. Oh my gosh. I broke it somehow. Yeah, I didn't break it. The IDE broke it. Okay, so we have this Maui and okay, include project. Here we go. Just www include it all, bro. Www. Here we go. Technically, we should filter by JS only, not the TypeScript. And we're going to do none is star dot exclude. Oops. Do the exclude is equal to this. So this is a TypeScript file. That is a Maui asset file. Let's not do that. Let's just make life super easy. Let's do that. Right? Who cares? TypeScript can be an app. You'll figure that out. All right. So we create our mount account storage. And this Maui app should be here. and we set it. Okay. All right. This. All right. That's just a lovely wife bringing me snacks. Okay. So I think that is what we want. So my app's going to launch. It's going to put this here. It's going to declare this class, and it's going to set that function. Then, when the hybrid, the counter storage app is going to come here and say, "Oh, if we have this variable declared, use it. Otherwise, build a local counter storage." To figure this out, we're going to do add a comment. Can I do over here? Just console.log and do believe using implementation colon, and I can do it dollars, yes. This dot impl. I remember we can't do this. We're gonna go count this here, and this one's gonna have a get name string. Let's just do that. Wait a second. What? Get name. And why did that work? Counter storage implementation should just have that. And counter storage, that's there. We're using this dot impl dot get name. Oh, why am I typing in this one? Look at that. And we do turn local storage. Okay. Local browser storage. And its source. What's working? Get name. Listed in blur. Here we go. I'm in the end of 2, so I'm in the end of 4. Crazy. There we go. Okay, so can I delete this? Supposedly it's not being used, hence the grey squiggles. There we go. Okay, so we take this, we cut that, copy that, and we go over here and we just say nothing. Go over here to types, paste that there and save. And of course we can go to Maui app, add that, right? And this one should now fail. Let's verify it. Saying I don't have my interface member get name. Oh my goodness, I did the wrong one. Oh my goodness, everything is spawning. Yeah. So, what do we have here? We've got an implementation, it's just an interface. We've got a counter storage, that's just going to say, and we get a little here. So if I was to run this now, right? In our browser, over here, we go here to console. They're using local browser storage. Refresh it, local browser storage. That's amazing. Okay, now in our app, joking and dying, Maui counter storage. Ugh. Exclude. See, I'm only including start of TS, bro. Something disappeared, which is scary, but I don't know what. It's taking longer than expected just to get basic. See what happens when you don't know anything about TypeScript or anything. Still don't know how I made it. Oh, incorrectly. There we go. Any incorrectly implemented should have told us what, so we could do get name string .NET MAUI counter storage. Right now, obviously, right now it's not doing anything, but we will see it in a second. There we go. Oh, there's the bin. I'll fix that in a second. There you go, .NET MAUI counter storage. Woohoo! So we've managed to intersect that there. So let's go over to tsconfig. The bin obj. Come on. Delete it all. Who knows why that was coming up? Whatever. Doesn't bother us now. C is equal to, crazy how it just adds itself. Alright, so there we got that, the Maui account storage. Now, what we do want to do is, I actually want to create a new type here. Actually, I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to copy it just so that we, holy moly. Obviously, I think I might be doing, yeah, I should be able to do what I'm doing. I'm not doing anything too crazy. The fact that the computer can't handle it. I'm going to make a new file here called HybridWebView.ts. Okay, and then I'm just going to quickly copy this, right? Who knows what's going to happen? And we're going to do window. This has only two public functions in it, which we don't care about. Send raw message and that one. Yeah, everything else is internal. So we can do this one, HybridWebView, and paste that. And we're going to do, oops, yep. Oh, wait. Async function. This is a promise, no? Anything. Okay. For now, just that for now. String param values. Why do it when the AI can do it? Why do it when the AI can do it? There we go. Look at that. Let's see. That's how it works. I need to update the counters to do that weird thing. Let's see. So we're gonna do window dot net HybridWebView send raw message. Let's just try that. Send raw message. Hello from JS. Oh, TypeScript. There we go. Let's see. Does it work? Do 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 do. Both failed. Oh, we counter storage. There it is, bin. Bin's coming back, bruh. It works. Okay, so maybe I was doing it all wrong. So if I go here and copy that quickly, counters, paste that there. Just have to do that. That's what I'm supposed to do. Let's save that and let's see what these people say. Okay. I'm pretty sure I tried that. Maybe I don't know. I'm pretty sure I tried this before. But you know, I could have been wrong. Maybe that was the other module system, who knows. Why is that in there? So if I run build again, let's do that. So if I clean this, run build again. I'm going to fail with the duplicate type. This. Come on, computer. Why are you including it yourself? Well, let's see. EPF. Love it. Turn emitted files with generated JavaScript. Create property. Yeah. What is this? I'm going to do this. Maybe. What am I going to do? That. Include everything except the TS files. However, we still want it in there for the TypeScript build. Down to storage implementation. Declare it. Yes. No. Why? Why now? What if I just take that out again? Go back to my way. I don't know why. In two different ways. I mean, yeah, I'm gonna go start work in about 15 minutes. I'm probably gonna have to do this, and then I might start another stream later on when I want to make it actually do what I want it to do. Yeah, this should still be Maui counter storage. Okay, so let's go to sources. Maui app, hybrid app. This is that nonsense. So get count. Hello from TS. Okay. Quick thing we can do to test that our interop is working. Intense stuff here. Doesn't want to stop. Raw. On raw message. Then we're going to go. Let's take a breakpoint there. Just to prove that our compiler works. I never liked TypeScript. I like C#. Compiler is sensible. Anyway, don't want to judge the great World Wide Web that I live my life using. There we go. Look at that. TypeScript's coming a message here, and we got it to work. So that took longer than expected, but in the next 12 minutes, finally do what I want to do. All right. Let's go here. So here's our counter storage. What we want to do actually is, oops, let's use the T. We just want to do a send raw message. No, we don't do that. We want to do this one. This is a promise. All right. So interesting. Yeah. So if that is a promise of any, we need to go over here to our local storage, make this a promise, right? And then do I think it's resolve. Yeah. No. Right. And this, you know what? Let's make this a promise to. You know what? I'm going to go over here, Matthew. Okay. No. No. Do that. Promise. Oh dear. Let's do that. No. Unction. What do I do a general promise of void? Void? Is that a thing? Okay. Let's see. Promise number, promise. Avoid. I don't even know. No. I do struct resolve that. Okay. That's how we do it. Is that or should we be waiting that? We shouldn't. Okay. There we go. That's what we want. So we need to be async because we're going to do advanced communicatoral things. Okay, this implementation is not assignable. Compatible types number and promise number. Okay. Here we go. All over the place, but I can copy the implementation from here. Right. Just for kicks. I don't know why some files have double indents and that. Alright, doesn't matter. Oh, the nose is itchy. There we go. Then there we go. That's why everything was feeling sus. So in the constructor, we get the instance. Then we have a static instance here, just to be cool. Because we want this to be a static access, and we've got to get and a set. Okay. The implementation is a name get set. And of course in our types we have this, name get set. Now I'm going to copy this and put it into my Visual Studio. Okay, promising, woohoo, promises. Promises are meant to be made, never to be made. Promise, and of course we want to promise. There we go. And then we're going to return just going to wish that the arrow keys, I wish we had IntelliSense, it's like coding in JavaScript. And promise.resolve. Okay. So I'll do that. Just do await bar count is equal to net method name. This is going to be, what we call this? We're going to do get count, and we're not having any parameter values. And we're going to just do that, right? Wait, and then we want to return count. Oh, we need const here, right? Somehow that, and then the set count. We're going to go over here, 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 and do set count. We don't want a counter there. We never have a counter. And there we go. Just going to do that. So let's build that. Oh, and count. Promise number. Okay, that's cool. Nice. We could get actual compile. There we go. Set count and the instance. Can I use? Is that a thing? No. Can I do this? Like, is that how it works? Or is it just typing, fixing errors? Yeah, we go. Okay. So use state -1. Think use effect. Now who knows what horrors I'm gonna break. But let's do that. Async. Oh no. Void destructor. Do I want to do that? Yes. Actually, I don't need to do that. I wonder. Oh my gosh, there's no semicolons there. I'm being scared. Could count dot. There we go. Then loaded, and we're going to do set count loaded dot catch. There was an error loading the count. Okay. Then we can do, here we go. How do we do if blocks over here? Can I just do if count equal to minus 1? I do that. 2 minutes left. React if statement inline elements. Let's click the first link. Trust the search engine. Come on, just give me a picture. Oh my gosh, it's one of those medium posts you have to pay or sign up. My goodness. I go to the next link and get the free one. Okay. Oh my goodness, give me the inline if packed function. I want it in the body, please. That. Just do curly brackets. No. No. In the render, that's what we want. Yes, there it is. Curly bracket, curly is yes. Oh, maybe okay. Who knows? Let's give it that. Cut that. If I minus 1, and then just do p loading 1, 2, 3. Otherwise, that. Why is that not exactly what I got there? Div. Oh, I don't need to do that. Not if statements, right? It's question mark. Otherwise, there we go. All right, I've got to go to my meeting, but let's just quickly test this. Oh my goodness. I have to think, is this going to give me what I want? Hit refresh, please. Do what I want. Holy moly, blow it up. We're going to launch the server. Very important. There we go. Refresh that. There we go. Oh my goodness. Hectic. Okay. Well, I will have to fix. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Terrible things are happening. We mustn't save. Oh my gosh. I need to go to my meeting. It's very important that I go there. But if there we go. Save that. There we go. Hey hey. Oh, it's so quick. You know what? Can we do a delay? I don't know. It's so quick. Get count. Then we do okay. Well, I got to go to my meeting. Anyway, we've got a cool application that's technically loading so fast. Oh no, it's not. It's doing that. Okay. Well, I have to go offline now because I have a meeting. But yeah, see you folks next time.